supporting a lot of communities through your sustainable measures. What are those initiatives from Renew that you're taking for those communities?
Fantastic event. It's really good to see good minds come together to find solutions for an emerging area. Good to see the government being so supportive, which is critical. We work on capacity building and reskilling. I do believe that we don't have enough women on the ground engaged in this whole renewable energy sort of transition. There are a lot of opportunities. People always say there's not enough manpower, but I say there's enough woman power. So, and when you go to the local areas, women are very committed to work. And they take a lot of leadership. They make for good leaders. So we lean on women in the local areas. And I must commend the government for coming up with a lot of very friendly policies to engage, like self-help groups, providing incentives for people to get engaged on the ground in new sectors. So that helps. The National Skill Council is coming up with great programs. So I do feel that we can't do anything alone, though we run some really good programs. As I was talking about this project Surya, which we are working on in Gujarat. We are reskilling the salt pan workers. We are working with a local NGO partner, an international organization, other private sector players. We're leading it in Gujarat, but we want to do it in other parts where we can engage women who are engaged in a certain area of employment, which perhaps could be redundant, may not be good for their health, may provide limited income. Isn't it time for them to make the shift like all of us have made? And we want to facilitate that not only in certain pockets but pan-India. So that is the essence of our program.
We also heard you speaking in the panel that on the topic of harnessing the energy of the offshore wind energy. It's time that we bring that energy in India as well. And you have put a great point over there about the collaboration. I'd like to have more on that part. How you think which party, which the government and the private sector, what kind of collaboration is required?
Sure. See, the collaboration is, of course, we are seeing a very, very, sort of evolved form of collaboration in the world we live in. This G20 is an example where it's not only about people coming together in a country, in a company, in a state. No, the boundaries have melted. It is global players coming together. And that is critical, with the communication, digitalization, artificial intelligence. So the barriers of communication have dissolved. And so this is a time where we really have to work, as they say, it is one earth, one family, one future. So that is the essence of what we really need to do. We need to work with international organizations who've observed this evolution in different parts of the world, bring those learnings and localize them in countries, take models from our country like cost effectiveness, right? And the contribution we make with our very sharp technical minds and take them to the world. So that exchange is happening. I think intellect is fungible, skills are fungible, and we really need to operate in that way. You cannot have a certain part of the world succeed independently. You really need to be able to leverage, and I think that is the essence to succeed even in this offshore area. It's a very, very interesting area. I think it is expensive right now, but we've seen in the renewable energy space that what was so expensive in 2010-11 is cheaper than conventional electricity even now. So that journey is a tough journey, but now we've experienced that. And we have hope, we have conviction and commitment that we can all do it together. And offshore has huge possibilities. I think in India, it's a journey, as we heard, hydrogen and offshore, etc. We can leverage the benefits and perhaps use that as a way to bring costs down and engage, various stakeholders to work together on policy, on funding, on technology and innovation. When all of this happens and comes together and there is demand, costs will come down and it'll become something we'll again be showcasing as we showcase our solar and wind journey on land.
So all these measures that you have just pointed out, considering that or associating that with India's G20 presidency, how do you see this going forward? How is India, how is India taking the world forward with solutions and ideas?
I've been traveling around, and one thing is the energy. The energy of this presidency is unprecedented. The way we have taken it and brought it to the heart of everything Like I'm coming to Bombay after 3 years, and I see the whole city is all about G20. So what that's doing is it's giving people that realization that India can lead, and India is leading, and India is delivering and having an impact on the rest of the world, and people are listening to us. So I think, and climate and renewables is at the heart of this. I think gender also, it's not gender parity, it is women-led development. So all these minor nuances have definitely resulted in really a true leadership. I think our Prime Minister has shown unprecedented leadership when it comes to the global stage. And the G20 has been one such example where we've really walked the talk.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us. So that was Vaishali Singh talking on various aspects related to sustainability, related to clean energy, and how India can actually be a leading example. With camera person Kapil Maske, this is Shyama Mishra for DD India, Mumbai.